of the plight of the ordinary mwananchi who is suffering under the burden of taxes, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I am also saddened to note, of course, even as we debate this, you know, we live in a country that is governed by the rule of law. One of the cardinal principles, indeed, values in the Constitution 2010 is that every citizen, I think at Article 3, every citizen is under an obligation to respect the Constitution and, I believe, enabling laws. So, Mr. Speaker, it is a saddening moment that this House can be sitting this afternoon, of course, to discuss, among other things, new measures to raise taxes, when the government has blatantly disobeyed express court orders, which suspended the operationalization of the Finance Act 2023. It is indeed a very sad day that we could be here sitting and talking normally, as if things are normal. What message are we sending to the people? What message are we sending to the international community? What message are we sending to possible future investors in this country? If a whole government can blatantly disregard an express court order, by now I would have expected the Honorable Kimani Ichungwa, my good friend, to invite the Attorney General here to explain to the Kenyan people through their representatives in this House why the government has refused to obey an express court order which has suspended the operationalization of the Finance Act 2023. As we sit here, Mr. Speaker, Kenyans are being charged extra taxes when they buy fuel, a taxation which is outrightly unconstitutional and illegal based on the express court order. What example are you showing the world, you people in Kenya Kwanza? What example are you showing us?
Yes, Majority Leader. Give him the mic.
Honorable Speaker, thank you. I raise on a point of order, Honorable Speaker, because I know the leader of minority is a newly crowned lawyer, and I am not one. So
lawyers are never
crowned. He ought to know better than me.
Lawyers are never crowned, Majority Leader.
They are not crowned. They are admitted to the bar. Maybe it's because he's yet to be admitted to the bar. And I'm sure when he gets admitted to the bar and joins your ranks and that of Senior Counsel Otiende Amolo, he will be privy to the rule of sub judice, because the matters now that he's going into are matters that he very well knows, are matters before court. And they are ably represented by Senior Counsel Otiende Amolo. I'm sure the leader of minority, since he has not been admitted to the bar, he's yet to appear in court. But if he had the opportunity to appear in court, he would also know that it is not fair to mislead the country, that there is outright disregard of whatever court orders, because he knows that IPRA, that is in charge of regulating fuel prices, did give notice way before the court order was issued. And therefore, he cannot be prosecuting a new case now. And since Otiende Amolo is here and is appearing in court very soon, I'm sure they know how to transact that business in court. But we should not use this opportunity to mislead the country that indeed the Attorney General has in any way refused to adhere to any court orders. And Honorable Speaker, you know yourself, as Speaker of the National Assembly, you have set a very good example. As the President committed that this is a government that will adhere to court orders, he knows that since the suspension of the Finance Act, the government has subjected itself to the courts, and we are all waiting, just like my friends in Azimio are waiting, for the decisions of the courts. And we do that with maximum respect to our judiciary and our laws. Therefore, it's not right, Honorable Speaker, that we get into those issues that are sub judice and in court. And I'm sure the upcoming lawyer in Opiyo Wandayi has learned something.
Okay, Wandayi, your time was up actually. I'll give him 1 minute.
Mr. Speaker, it has never been my wish to get into matters which are sub judice in this House. But, Mr. Speaker, it is clear, really, it's common knowledge that once a court makes a pronouncement on a matter, unless it is valid or otherwise overturned through a legal process, it remains an order. And therefore, the Kenya Kwanza government must comply with that court order. But again, Mr. Speaker,
your time is up.
If you tell us to go to court, and yet the court, as of late now, been captured, you see now the police have taken over the court. They're not allowing anybody to go to the courtroom. You saw the police actually physically manhandling journalists, litigants the other day in the Milimani Law Court. Something is definitely wrong with the management of
Thank you.
this.
Maada Wangari.